Hey everyone, Mars Chick 8 here, bringing you a brand new album review for Good Charlotte's Young Authority. I apologize that this album review took so long to get out, with me being sick for the past 2 weeks, and just in general busy with work and life. I really didn't get a chance to sit down and work on it. But I'm ready to give this review a go, so let's get started. The songs on this album have a great mix to them between that early Good Charlotte feel like Make Chick Loved, and a more modern approach like 40-Ounce Dreams and Stray Dogs. The same way that kind of the Blink-182's California album did, and it's almost like they had the same exact producer. All jokes aside, John Feldman, who is the producer for both of these albums, has done a fantastic job this year with him producing some of the best albums of the year so far. That being said, I have to give credit to the Madden brothers as well, who have once again shown that they are more than capable of writing catchy-ass melodies and choruses and strong-ass lyrics for songs like The Outfield and Moving On. Those are the best examples I can think of. On top of having great lyrics, a lot of these songs take different various directions to how the musical approach is going. You have Stray Dogs, which has this hip-hop beat to it. You have War, which is a song that has a bit of a used vibe going with it. It's one of the heaviest tracks on the album and utilizes powerful screams and violins playing at higher notes to build that tension. Then you have songs like Keep Swinging, which actually threw me for a loop the first time I heard it, because I was not aware at the time that Kellen Quinn was actually featured on this album, and so I heard his vocals, and I had to check to make sure that it actually was him. But when I did, when I confirmed it, this song fit perfectly. You know, his vocals mixed with their sound, it just worked great. This album does also have an interlude in it, but while it is short, it still holds on as its own song, and it doesn't feel like they just cut off a part of the next song and tried to pass it off as its own track. That being said, there are some tracks on this album that are kind of bland. Like they tried to add something new to it, but it either went largely unnoticed, or it just didn't fit well with the rest of the album, leaving it almost forgettable. Now, this album has 3 bonus tracks, so we'll go through those real quick. One of them, titled Rise, is located on the iTunes version, and it's a pretty simple song that has a heavy beat to it that pretty much fits great into the rest of the album. The last 2 songs are located on a Best Buy exclusive copy, and they are We'll Let It All Out and Life Is Hard. We'll Let It All Out is probably the track that I would advise people to pick up, because it's probably one of the most interesting bonus tracks and songs on the entire album. It has this almost hardcore punk feel to it, with its burst fire beats mixed with these strong choruses. Life Is Hard, however, is this generic song to say the least. It doesn't have anything too noticeable about it up until like the ending of it, when it actually starts shifting musical direction quickly, which was interesting to say the least, but it didn't really make up for the rest of the song. So that being said, if you're going to try and pick up one of them, I would suggest getting the Best Buy copy. Not only do you get We'll Let It All Out, you also get Life Is Hard. You get 2 for 1. And if you ever wanted to, I think you could always buy the iTunes version one. You just buy the song separately, hopefully. Sometimes they have that bullshit where you have to buy the entire album. That being said, this is a strong comeback album for Good Charlotte. They have songs that remind the fans of the earlier albums, and they have songs that remind fans that where they can go in their musical directions. This album does suffer a little bit from some lackluster songs, but for the most part, it has a strong setup. So for my final score, I give Good Charlotte's Young Authority a 7 out of 10. And as always, please remember that I am just one guy on the internet with the mighty powers of a PlayStation 4, a YouTube channel, and a passion for music, and that my opinions may differ from yours. I value your opinions as much as you value mine, and if you agree or disagree with what I had to say, please feel free to share in the comment section below. You know I love to read those. If you guys enjoyed your time here and want to leave a courtesy like before you leave, it would be greatly appreciated. And if you want to see more reviews or just want to join the team, don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button. Thank you as always for the support, and I will see you all on the next one. Mars out. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go back to watching Stranger Things because I fucking love this show.